How fun would it be to throw pottery on Lake Superior shore? Awesome. I always thought it would be fun to throw pottery by Lake Superior. Not because I'm good at pottery, because I'm not. The funny thing is, pottery isn't really my thing. At least not in the way people usually mean that. I'm not an expert. I'm not naturally talented. And honestly, I'm probably never going to sell pottery at an art fair. But I keep showing up anyway. And the older I get, the more I think that that's enough. I've spent a lot of my life thinking I need to get really good at something before I really was allowed to enjoy it. If I'm not the best, I must be the worst. But what if that's backwards? What if the point isn't becoming the best? What if the point is just staying curious? I like pottery. I like rock hunting. I like traveling. I like making jewelry. I like taking photos. I like building things. I'm not exceptional at any of them. But together they make up a life that feels pretty darn rich. This pot and all my pottery is a lot like me. A little bit uneven, sometimes stubborn, occasionally lumpy, definitely imperfect, and usually determined to do things its own way. Yet, somehow, it still becomes something. It actually took a little courage for me to do this. Not because bringing my wheel along was hard, but because people might see me doing it. And there's something surprisingly vulnerable about being seen when you're learning. Especially when you're old enough to think you should already know what you're doing. But then, maybe that's exactly why we should keep trying new things. Maybe the goal isn't mastery. Maybe the goal is simply to stay interested in life, to keep making things, to keep exploring, to keep being willing to look a little foolish every once in a while. At one point, a woman drove by, turned around, came back, stopped, chuckled, and gave me a thumbs up and kept going. And honestly, that really meant a lot to me. It made me feel better about being seen. And I think she got it. You don't have to be good at something to love doing it. Doing things outside of your comfort zone isn't easy. But you know what? It is rewarding. I've been trying to push myself a little bit to do things that I'm uncomfortable with, or afraid of, or anxious about. And bringing my pottery wheel along and setting up alongside the road on Lake Superior was one of those things that just felt like, oh, I can't do that. But I'm really glad that I did. Same way with sleeping at a Walmart parking lot. I was terrified. I thought, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this. But I did, and it was no big deal. I slept like a baby. And I felt so good about doing that. It's like I can check that off my list of things that I'm afraid to do. Please share with me in the comments below how this resonates with you. What are things that you're uncomfortable doing? And do you do them anyway? What are things that you are interested in? Like, is it painting? Is it making pottery? What is it that you like doing, but you think, oh, I'm not good enough? It's terrible when we feel that. And it's so easy for those thoughts to creep in. But I want to hear your side. I want to hear what you love doing. And I want you to keep doing them. Because you know what? Life is short. And we got to do what makes us sing. Oh, by the way, I can't sing either. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. And please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks again. Bye.